Right now, somewhere in your phone, there are hundreds of contacts. You have followers, you have group chats, and yet tonight, you might feel completely alone. That feeling is not new. It is one of the oldest alarm systems your body has ever built. Your ancestors felt it too, but they understood something about it that you have forgotten. For them, loneliness was not sadness. It was a warning, a signal that said, quite simply, you are about to die. Here is why. 200,000 years ago, a human alone in the wild did not survive long. No claws, no fangs, just soft skin and a brain that needed a group. The psychologist John Cacioppo studied this exact wiring. He found that loneliness triggers the same threat response as physical danger. Your body cannot tell the difference between being unfriended and being abandoned on the savannah. Isn't that strange? A feeling built for lions is now triggered by a text left on read. Your brain doesn't calm you down when isolated, it sharpens you, more alert to threats, more sensitive to rejection. This made sense once. A human cut off from the tribe needed to be paranoid, ready to fight their way back to the fire. But your modern brain still runs that ancient software, and it does not know the tribe is now a group chat. So what did your ancestors actually do about it? They organized their entire society around never letting it happen in the first place. The anthropologist Robin Dunbar studied brain size against group size. The bigger the brain, the bigger the social circle it could track. For humans, that number lands near 150 people, layered in circles of closeness. A few you would drop everything for. Many more you could call on without asking twice. This was not a lifestyle choice. It was survival infrastructure. Camps were small enough that everyone was seen, every day. Now here's the twist. You might assume ancient life was simply less lonely because people had no choice but to be close, but that's not quite the full story. Anthropologist Sarah Blaffer Hrdy studied something she called alloparenting, many hands raising one child. Mothers were never alone with the full weight of a baby. Support wasn't a favor you asked for. It was assumed. Compare that to now. A new parent today can spend an entire day without one adult conversation. Not because people don't care, but because the structure that used to force connection has quietly disappeared. You didn't lose your tribe through some dramatic event. You lost it one convenience at a time. Cars replaced walking to a neighbor's door, screens replaced sitting on a porch. Stacked together, they built a life where you can meet every need without ever needing another person in the room. Here is the part that should unsettle you. The researcher Julianne Holt-Lunstad analyzed data from over 300,000 people. Chronic loneliness, she found, carries a health risk comparable to smoking 15 cigarettes a day. Your ancestors weren't being dramatic when they treated isolation as a death sentence. In a real statistical sense, it still is one, because the alarm doesn't tell you to reach out. It tells you to protect yourself. It makes you suspicious of rejection, so you avoid asking for help. This is the cruel design flaw. The exact feeling meant to push you back toward the group often convinces you to withdraw from it entirely. Your ancestors didn't face this problem the same way because withdrawal wasn't really an option. There was no door to close for a week. The tribe pulled you back in, whether your brain resisted or not. You don't have that automatic pull anymore. The responsibility that used to belong to your whole community now sits entirely on you. Think about the last time you felt truly low. Did anyone notice without you saying a word? Or did you have to reach out first, fighting the exact instinct telling you to hide? This is the mirror your ancestors would not recognize. Constant contact, yet more reported loneliness than almost any point in history. The alarm still works perfectly. It's the tribe around it that vanished, but the instinct itself is not broken. It is a signal doing exactly what it was built for, telling you that you are missing something essential. Not comfort, not entertainment. Real presence, chosen on purpose, often enough that your nervous system stops sounding the alarm. Small circles, repeated contact. These were never lifestyle trends. They were the technology that kept humans alive for 200,000 years, long before anyone called it self-care. So tonight, when that familiar heaviness creeps in, remember what it actually is. It is not a flaw in you. It is a 200,000-year-old alarm, still working perfectly. Still trying to send you back to a fire that used to always be there waiting. The question is no longer whether the feeling is real. The question is whether you'll listen to what it was always trying to tell you.